Hey, this DJ Winn, man. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
It ain't what we been, it's what we going. Measure all that drink and then I pour it.
All right, we got DJ Winn off the porch with us today. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm all right, man. I'm blessed to be here.
Good shit, man.
Blessed to be here. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you coming by.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you having me. You know, not a lot of platforms interview DJs. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys giving us this opportunity.
Yeah. Now you got a hell of a story here, man. So definitely excited to do this one. But first off, what do you got shaking here in Atlanta for this trip?
Just coming up doing a little promo work.
Okay.
Doing a little promo work. Obviously coming through here and knocking out this interview, doing a couple more things like that.
Yeah.
Just trying to promote, you know, my project I just dropped.
Yep. Yeah, we'll get to the project in a minute, but first let's take it back, man. You're originally born in New York, right?
Yeah, upstate.
Upstate, yeah. Rochester, right?
Yeah, Rochester, man. Yeah.
So how old were you when you moved down to Clearwater?
I moved down at 88, about 10.
Okay, 10 years old.
Yeah. I moved down here when I was 10.
So what was your first thoughts of Clearwater? That's a long way from Rochester, man.
When I first got down here, my first experience was actually going to the beach. And then like the sand up north is like really brown.
Yeah.
And then when you come down here, it's like the sand's white. So I remember walking out there on the sand and it was just like my eyes were just hurting because it was like I couldn't see. You know what I'm saying? It was so white. I was like, damn, it's crazy. But yeah, I remember just coming there and, you know, to the beach and it was just different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it didn't take you too long to get adjusted, huh?
Yeah, not really. For the first few months, I lived on the beach. And then, after that, we ended up moving, actually to the project.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at one point you ended up in foster care though, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
What happened there? How'd you end up there?
Really, my real mom, my real dad was deaf. But my mom, with my stepdad, he was really the reason why we moved to Florida, because he wanted to move to Florida. And then they went through their situation, and then she really couldn't handle us because it was like four of us. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just times got rough for her. She couldn't, you know what I mean, deal with what was going on. And then we ended up getting placed into a foster home. And actually, we got took to the thing, and then my mom was supposed to come back and get us, but she really never came back and got us. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of pretty much was like abandonment. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
So that's how they end up just keeping us in the foster home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you and your siblings get split up, or did you guys stick together?
No, we got split up. Like, me and my older brother, got took into one foster home, and then my little brother and my little sister, they got took into a different one. But eventually, like, after going through a few group homes and stuff, we all end up getting split up and just kind of going our own ways.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Do you have any contact with them today?
Oh, yeah. My little sister, she got adopted. And then years later, she came and found us. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't really talk to her that much. But my older brother, we're real close. And my little brother, he been in and out of jail since he was 13. So he's in and out. So, but
oh, wow. Yeah. So you turned 18, and what happened? Because that's it for foster care, right?
Yeah, that was it, man. Yeah, when you turn 18, basically they just let you go. You know what I mean? They give you a couple of small little dollars, and you really just about your way. They don't put nothing in place to really help you. You know what I mean? Get more situated. You know what I'm saying? And
you ended up just going to the streets and hustling, right?
Yeah. I ended up hustling a little bit. Yeah, I ended up hustling. I remember living in this. I rented a little apartment. It was like a one-room shack, we used to call it, and I let my homeboy come live with me, you know, and I was always doing music then, you know what I'm saying? Like, even then I was like, you know, doing house parties and, you know what I mean, just on the cuff of really getting a club job, you know what I mean? Like right before that. And I remember we had like a little generic DJ mixer from Radio Shack. And we used to wake up in there and, you know, we used to hustle, you know, in the streets, and then we would do the music all day, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of cool, man. You know what I'm saying? That part of it was cool, you know?
Who were some of your musical influences? Like, what DJs did you look up to?
I mean, realistically, the most big influences for me were people in my area. You know what I'm saying? Really, honestly, you know, they were like techno DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like a dude named Chris Craze and a radio DJ named DJ Kaz. That's kind of like was my influence. You know, I didn't really necessarily look up to a major big DJ, because at that time there really was none. I would say Jam Pony.
Okay.
If anybody, you know what I'm saying, like Slick Vic, Lock Cool Jock, Jam Pony Express DJs, they're like a DJ group out of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
They probably sold millions and millions and millions of, mixtapes, probably more than anybody that I ever known. You know what I'm saying? Just back then there was no internet, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that, but they had it. And then they had a crazy style of where they DJ. They would like cut the music out, and then they would say their own words, and they would cut the music back in, and it would match up. So them were probably my biggest influences. You know what I'm saying? Besides the two techno DJs, like I grew up. That's what made me want to be a DJ, listening to Jam Pony Express DJs. Yeah.
So how'd you learn how to DJ? There's no YouTube tutorials back then.
Yeah, no. I'll be honest with you, like before I even knew how to blend music or anything, I just knew how to talk on the mic real good. And I fell in love with that style of DJing. Like it was called regulating the mic. So I did that first. I was just doing that and then actually just recording them on, I would have a stereo on this side at my homeboy house, and we would just like record it. It wasn't even no professional recording. We would just be doing the live over here, and then it would be like the mic would be over here, like it would be like a little mic input. And I just became good at that, and then just loved it so much, and just had the passion. Just I wanted to get better and get better and get better, and it just kind of went from there, you know.
So did you get your start just like throwing parties, or were you?
Yeah, I did a lot of house parties.
Okay.
A lot of house parties. It even started off with just like a boombox, like Jam Pony at the house party. Until I can afford some equipment, and then I got some equipment, and then leading into that, I got my first club job like in 2006.
Okay.
So I've been in nightclubs since 2006. Yeah. And then really just kind of just taught myself, you know what I mean? Just kind of watch what everybody was doing and just kind of just learn from there, you know? Yeah.
And you're known as a DJ who breaks records. So
yes,
who are some of the artists or who's some of the songs you have helped break?
I mean, it's so many to name, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely help. I would say I definitely help, like a YFN Lucci, Yo Gotti, 2 Chainz, them just to name a few, but it's a lot of artists that I just assisted, you know what I'm saying? Even if I wasn't the main person who broke their record, I assisted a lot of people and still continue to assist a lot of people these days.
Yeah. So a lot of people think to break a record, you're just the first one to play it. So what all goes into breaking a record?
Yeah, I try to, man, it's funny you say that because I tell people like to a real DJ, and this is just my meaning, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to agree with me that, you know, it's more than just playing a record. Cause I see people put posts up on social media like, oh, thank this DJ for playing my record, but they say break the record. If a DJ plays your record one time, that's cool. And that's dope. But really breaking a record is running it back, spinning it in the club early in the night, during the power hour. Take a chance. When the club is packed, go and drop that, talk the record up, let them know why they need to be hearing that record. And then run that bitch back 5 times, run that bitch back 10 times, however you feel about the record. And not only that, send the record out to other DJs. That's the meaning to me of breaking a record. Call DJs up and say, hey bro, have you heard this record? I need you to get on this record. And then vice versa. Ask the DJ, hey, you got some stuff I need? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the meaning to me of breaking a record. Sending it out, standing behind that record. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's the key.
Yeah, real shit. All right. Do you feel like most of the artists that you helped break have kept it 100 with you?
No, not really. Not all of them. It's a few far in between. You know what I'm saying? I can name a few that really have. I remember Ace Hood when he was big. He came straight off BET. I think they had premiered a video on the 106 in Park. He came down and did something for me for the love. But I was also the first to book him in my city. You know what I'm saying? And pack it out. Him or Webby showed love. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of Mook Boy.
Okay.
Mook Boy to this day, whatever I need, you know what I'm saying? He gonna make it happen, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really get caught up on that. You know what I'm saying? Who shows love and who don't? You know what I mean? If somebody gonna show that love, then it's just gonna come. If not, you just gotta keep it moving. Cause that's one thing about the music business. You can't get caught up in your feelings. That's something I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's easy to get caught up in your feelings during the you know what I mean, while it's going on, but you just gotta learn to just keep pushing. Don't let that affect you.
For the ones that didn't keep it real with you, do you cut them off or?
Not me.
Okay.
But that's just me though. I'm a different individual. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the people. I'm gonna just kill you with kindness regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like I just keep it moving. There's plenty of people done shitted on me, and I still be playing their records still to this day. And that's just the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you link up with Bigga Rankin?
Bigga Rankin. To be honest with you, I linked up. I knew about Bigga. I used to DJ at this club called Excalibur in St. Pete in probably 99, 2000. And him and Kool-Aid, the owners had booked them to come in like once a month. And they came in. And that's where I originally met him at.
Yeah.
But how I really linked with him and got really going with it is a Kingpin rap juggernaut. Like when he started working with and working for Bigga Rankin, that's kind of when we all really came together and started working.
I think everyone knows Bigga as like an OG in the game. So what type of advice has really stuck out to you that he's given you?
Man, with him, man, he give you so much good game. You know what I'm saying? But I would say the biggest thing that always sticks with me, and I find myself saying the same thing, is that our blessings come from God, not from man. So regardless, you'll hear him say that a lot, and I kind of take on that because I feel where he's coming from. You know what I mean? Regardless of who does you wrong or who does whatever, you know what I'm saying? God gonna give you them blessings regardless. I would say that's the biggest thing that, you know what I mean, since I know him to stick to me. But it's many I could say.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's filled with gems like that.
Yeah, he's a special breed, man. Special person. There'll never be another Bigga Rankin. Yeah. Ever. One of a kind.
Real shit. All right, what's the music scene like in the Tampa Bay area right now?
I mean, obviously, it's going crazy right now. You know what I mean? From my city, St. Pete, you know, with Rod Wave and the OM Men and OTM Frenchie and Project Young and you know, I could just Jimbo World and I could just keep naming. There's so many good people. Tampa going crazy with, you know, obviously Road Boy, C-Bang, somebody to watch out for. C-Bang is a phenomenal artist, man. DJ Swift does a lot of work with him. I mean, it's just going crazy right now, man. It's a blessing because when I came up, it was just a struggle to see it to where it's at right now. So for me, I've seen it come decades to where it's at right now. You know what I mean? So it's amazing for me to be around in this era just to see how it evolved.
Yeah. Why do you think so many people slept on the talent out there until recently?
I truly believe in just timing. I just think it's timing. Everybody has their time. You know what I mean? It's just timing of to me, the internet, you know what I'm saying? And just being able to, you know, just people just checking out the area. I mean, that's my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I think, yeah, that's what I would say.
Do you find that most of the artists out there are supportive of the DJs?
Yeah, for the most part. I'm going to say for the most part. For the most part. It just depends. You know what I mean? You know, with DJs, it's hit and miss. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want my opinion right now on the DJ game, I think artists at this time of age right now, they don't respect the DJs, if you ask me. That's just me personally. I think now artists think, okay, we don't need the DJs. We can go put our stuff on Apple Music. We could go and you know, do without them. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, that ain't the case. You know what I mean? And that's why I always tell DJs, you got to reinvent yourself as a DJ. If you're not reinventing yourself and figuring out a niche for you to keep going, then you're going to be stuck in that category of, you know what I mean? Just in that area of, I'm just a club DJ. You know what I'm saying? So that way the artist's not going to respect you. But I always tell this, like when I came up, I took initiative to want to break an artist, to want to work with an artist and take them to the next level. And if DJs are out there not doing that, then you're going to be stuck as in that position that artists don't think you shit because you haven't created and rebranded yourself to bring value to what you got going on. And that's the key to this shit right now. Period. You know what I mean? And I thank God that I was able to elevate and educate myself because education is the key. If you're not teaching yourself the new ways of the way the music industry is going and the way of the world, there's people out there lost, can't even send an email. Don't even, I mean, it's crazy, but it's true. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, with the whole COVID situation, how have you stayed busy and stay, you know, making financially some gains?
Because I'm always ahead of the curve. I'm ahead of the game. I already looked back 5 years ago and was already, because this is what I always tell DJs. you got to have multiple streams of income. If you don't got multiple streams of income, you're going to get lost in the sauce. If you only DJing in the club, then when times like this come on, you're going to be stuck. Period. You know what I'm saying? So me, I've been learning I know how to edit. I know how to film. I know how to make motion graphics. I know how to design a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I've been able to survive off that. Be honest with you, I've been making great money during the pandemic because everybody's online. Mm-hmm. So everybody's like, hey man, I need some promos made. So I'm able to just sit from my house. You know what I'm saying? And from what I taught myself, get on there and make some money. So I've been blessed, truly blessed. Well, other people, fortunately, haven't been blessed. So I say that to say this, like, you got to learn to do more than just one thing.
Mm-hmm. That's it. All right. So talk to us about your new project, Slim Chainz.
Yeah, it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Basically, it's a DJ compilation album. Basically, me just working with different artists throughout Florida. A couple artists from Atlanta. Shout out Bloody J. Lil Bite got on the project. But all the rest of them mostly from Florida. Shout out to, I didn't actually produce none of the records myself. I just got with producers that I believe in that's coming up and doing stuff. Shout out Shaq Beats. Shout out 850 Synchro Beats. Shout out Jack Beats from Arizona. Just working with the young cats coming up, you know what I mean? Putting them together and then just getting with like, I got Tom G and Moot Boy on the song. I got a song with Burger. I got a song with a song called River with Struggle Jennings.
Yep.
That was like in the Hard Target. Shout out Hard Target, man. One of the realest people I ever met in the music business, period, hands down. Gave me so much game and nobody would give me game. But just putting them songs together and just getting everybody together, it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. But I believe timing is important. Sometimes we can make things, we want things to happen, and sometimes we can force it to happen and it just won't happen. You know what I mean? I feel like when the time is right, it'll just happen. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to get it together. It took me a little bit of time. I had a couple of issues like early that kind of discouraged me because I put a few songs together and a lot of artists I worked with, you know what I mean, Winn, I'm going to get on it, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and they ain't do what they said they was going to do. I kind of got discouraged at first, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of set the project down, and then eventually, you know, me not being a quitter, you know what I'm saying? I said, let me just pick it back up. So I picked it back up and just put it all together and went to work. And Slim Chainz, the name Slim Chainz of the album comes from my brother passed away. He OD'd like a few years ago, you know what I'm saying? And that was his nickname, Slim Chainz. And then I felt like it's just a slim chance for me to make it in the music game on the level that I want to get to. So all around, Slim Chances means a lot of things to me. And that's pretty much where that came from.
Yeah. You mentioned kind of difficult getting some of these verses back at first, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it really wasn't necessarily getting the verses back. It's just like it was a couple big artists that I wanted to put on there that I couldn't get it. I mean, the first song I recorded was with Rod Wave. That was the first track I had, period. And you actually did release that song, right? I did release it. Yeah, I did release it, but it was issues with with clearing the record or whatever, last minute that I didn't think I was going to have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. Much love to Rod Wave, then, man. I feel like he the face of Florida right now. One of the big faces of Florida, especially for our area. You know what I'm saying? It's really put on. I love what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing but love and respect, man. And maybe eventually we can work again and put another song out the correct way where it won't be no issues. Yeah. And the music video for River, over 200,000 views. Yeah. I'm blessed, man. Like I said, man, Hard Target, man. I owe that man whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because he really showed me a lot of love and gave me game. Like, he gave me some game that people I've been around for 20 years would never even give me. You know what I'm saying? Openly. You know what I'm saying? He's not looking nothing to gain from it. Shout out to Struggle from getting on the song. Like, everybody who got on my album, they ain't charged me $1. Everybody on the beats, they ain't charged me nothing. We just did everything on the back end. You know what I mean? We just did everything, you know, that way. And I appreciate everybody who was part of it because nobody owed me nothing to do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? They blessed me, and I'm thankful for that. And yeah, the video going crazy, man. I love the song. It was like the one song I put on there that was in a different lane. Yeah. And I just wanted to do that because I felt like, it's a DJ compilation. Why not touch on a few different avenues? You know what I'm saying? So we went and made that happen. Went to Nashville, shot Struggles part, and came back and shot the rest of it here down there in Florida.
Any plans to shoot any other videos off the project?
Yeah, I actually dropped two within 2 days. The first one I dropped the day that the album dropped was a song called Menace, featuring Six Coast. Shout out Six Coast from Melbourne. He another dope artist too, man. Slugger from Wick City, which is Clearwater, right in my area. He been killing it for years. You know what I'm saying? So I got a video out with them. I just finished up one with Heather Marie. It's the only female song I got on there. With Heather Marie and a chick named Marcy White. They got on there a song called Get Down. It's probably the only club song I got on there.
Okay.
I like making reality music. So when I put it together, you know what I'm saying? Like it was certain songs and certain feels that I was looking for personally, you know what I'm saying? So, but I love it. I'm proud that I was even able to put the album out. Shout out to everybody who really helped me with it, like Kingpin and Tony to Connect and, you know, everything that they do for me, you know what I'm saying? Everything that anybody had something to do with that project. I appreciate y'all, man. For real.
You got your own interview series now, Win or Lose TV.
Yeah, Win or Lose TV.
Yeah,
that's basically like a spin-off of my documentary. You know, I put out a documentary about 3 years ago about my life, Win or Lose the DJ Winn story. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of, you know, sort of wanted to keep it going, you know, off of that, and that's just kind of how that came about.
How do you balance everything? Being a DJ, doing graphics, interview series.
Yeah, I really don't know how, man. By the grace of God, to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I just make it happen. You know what I mean? Just the will to want to win. You know what I'm saying? The will never to quit. Honestly, that's why how I do it. Yeah, God, that's it. One answer. I have to say God.
And we also see you're pretty big in charity work as well.
Yeah, I try to. I always believe in it. Don't take a lot. It just takes a little. With a little bit of positivity and a little bit of doing good, you know what I'm saying? Maybe influence other people to want to do the same thing. You know what I mean? And I just love to, you know, growing up in a foster home and not really having nothing. You know what I'm saying? It just makes me want to give back when I can. And I just love doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What are some of the events you do to give back?
This year will be 10 years, for my turkey drive.
Okay.
We do, feed over 250, families for Thanksgiving every year. We do, clothing drives. Sometimes we do back to school drives. This year we really didn't get to do that because of the corona. We really ain't know what was going on with the school system. So just whatever I can, you know what I mean? Whatever comes to my heart and I really can and want to do, you know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. What's next for DJ Winn?
What's next for me? I mean, I'm just going to keep working. I want to break some artists. I want to put out some more music, you know what I'm saying? Maybe concentrate on the EP singles and working on another documentary.
Oh, yeah.
Something to keep my story going, you know what I'm saying? Because I put out a great documentary, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like there's so much more to what's coming next, you know what I'm saying? Like I gave half my life in that documentary. I didn't give everything, you know what I'm saying? So just really probably working on something like that and really just get behind a few artists.
Yeah. You know, since you're known for breaking records and discovering this new talent, would you be open to an A&R job?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm waiting on that phone call. I'm waiting on that phone call.
Do you get a lot of A&Rs reaching out to you to kind of pick your brain?
I've had a lot of artists that I named.
Yeah.
From Bro Boy to Jimbo World to a bunch of people, man. I've had major labels call me about them. Reach out to me, hey, what's up with this guy? What's up with this guy? What's up with this guy? So I can see me doing that in the future. I pretty much learned the music game, so I feel like I could do some of everything. You know, I do radio too. I do mix shows on a bunch of radio stations. Yeah. So I'm on the radio doing mix shows. I could, you know, do the radio thing. I could probably do the management on the road if I need to. I could probably, you know, I could do some of everything. And that goes back to wanting not just to do one thing. You know what I'm saying? Learn it. One of them old techno DJs taught me years ago when I was coming up, learning, you know, DJing. They were like, don't get stuck in one type of music. So when I came up, I used to spin everything. Techno, what they call EDM now, you know, reggae, you name it. You know what I mean? I learned it all. And that was the best thing he ever taught me, because when a hip hop job might not do good, you're able to you always have work, basically. Mm-hmm. And that's the same concept that I kept with me till now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I learned. I'm a jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying? But there's always going to be something that you're going to be better at, of course. But you just always trying to learn. Just, you know what I mean? Learn and learn and learn. That way you're not just stuck in one thing.
Real shit. All right, Winn, any shout outs before we wrap this up?
Yeah, man, I got to shout out FCE, First Class Entertainment. Shout out to Burger. Shout out to everybody who was part of my album, from Jimbo World to Tony Boy to Mook Boy to Bloody J. Just everybody on my album. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them. I appreciate Kingpin. Appreciate Rat Juggernaut Kingpin. Appreciate Tony the Connect, man. I just appreciate every fan, every person that ever believed in me, period, man. Because it's hard to get people to believe in you out here. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's tough, man. But I just want to shout out and I just want to thank God. That's the main thing. I wouldn't be here without God, man.
It ain't what we been, it's where we going. I'm telling you. Measure all that drink and then I pour it. That drink. I stuff a backwood and I blow it.